back again in the car with the most charismatic, good-looking instructor in Birmingham. You've got to respect the confidence on it. Anyway, so got another route coming up now, which we're going to begin. And at the roundabout, we're going to be turning third exit right. Mirrors, signal. So this, I mean, these sort of things are pretty simple now. I mean, if you've been taking lessons, you're not going to be forgetting your mirrors and your signals and stuff, you know. But I'll say out of habit, you know, because when you're doing like a drive through, drive along, right, you're always going to be, well, I'm always going to be saying everything I'm thinking. It's a good idea to do that whilst you're on your test as well. So I've had a number of students that have, you know, with me sitting in the back, they're doing something that's sort of not normal, okay? What they wouldn't normally be doing in that sort of, on that sort of road or whatever. But because they're speaking and they're telling the examiner exactly what they're thinking and why they're doing what they're doing, they sort of get away with it. So always speak, like for example, now there's a bend coming around, I'm going around a bend, sorry, a bend coming around, I'm going around a bend, it's a parked car, I'm checking my mirrors, keep it nice and slow because I don't know what's coming in. Oh, there's a car, it's just gone past us in the oncoming lane. If I was doing 30 miles an hour on that road, I would have seen them very late, and I'd be doing a much higher speed, and as a result, that would have been dangerous. So stuff like that, just talking constantly. I mean, if I can talk the way I'm talking now whilst I'm driving, I'm pretty sure anyone and everyone can do it, because I'm like the most, I wouldn't say shy, I'm like really confident in everything, but I'm like, you know, I'm a little bit on the introverted side, whereby I don't really like speaking too much. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. It just takes a bit of practice, okay? So I'm just following this learner up ahead, and I'd just like to say that they're doing quite a good job. So obviously going around these parked cars and stuff, put it up, I know, in good time. Okay, I would have probably, okay, what did I do now? I'm cautious because I've had a signal on. So at the beginning, when they first put the signal on, I thought, well, this is a bit of a late signal. I was going to say I'd put a signal a little bit earlier than that if I'm parking up on the left, just to give me, the person behind, enough time to understand what's going to happen and for me to sort of react. Then obviously the instructor must have told them to sort of go around this parked car because they're sort of signaling too close to the place that they're going to park up. So maybe pick another place. So I'd say about 4 or 5 car lengths away maybe is probably a good number to sort of do this. To the left, yeah, he's already gone. So I don't know why I was looking to the right there. Quick glance should suffice, because it is a filter light. So you're not expecting anybody else to be coming down that side as you're also going ahead. Now I'm keeping an eye on that silver car up ahead because he might pull out. Looks like he's going to pull out in front of me. I've not got my L plates on the top. Now it's starting to speed up. Now of the stretch of road where the roadworks are taking place. So yeah, like I said, I've not got my L box on the top, my L plates on, so people should sort of treat me with a bit more respect, you know. That wasn't very good of him. So I have to check my mirror, make sure it's safe for me to sort of go around because there's 2 lanes. I mean, he wasn't so far out in the middle of the road that I'd have to go over into the right lane. Although that is something that you might want to think about doing sometimes. Just dependent on obviously how far they're in. I had a lesson yesterday whereby somebody, one of the learners, started straddling 2 lanes. And I asked him why, and it was a mock test. I asked him why. He said because there was parked cars in the left lane. If there's parked cars in the left lane, use the right lane on the dual carriageway, yeah? I'm a little bit hyped today because I just had a test this morning. One of my students, she passed. She passed with 5 minors. Okay. Yeah. 5 minors. Don't ask me why I'm smiling. Okay, so I'm using my brakes 1 in advance because I know the lights were red. The traffic's starting to flow, so rather than go to the first gear, I'm going to go to second, maybe third because they're pulling away from me. and I'm still doing decent enough speed to do third. I'm gonna turn left up ahead, so I'm gonna check my mirrors. There's a bike coming on my left, so I'm gonna let him know that I want to go into the left lane. I'm using my brake because it's a little too close. Then there's a white car following in behind. It doesn't seem like they're gonna give me way, so I'm gonna slow down further in the second gear, safe after them, and now I'll move it over. If you notice how many times my head was actually turning to the left over and over and over again, because I need to keep updating myself as to what's happening in the left lane, because I want to go into the left lane. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people sort of tend to look once and then the signal and then just move over. But in that split second, I mean, it might have taken me a split second to that, but as a learner, it might take you 2-3 seconds to check your mirrors, signal, and then start moving over. Right? So the issue with that is, in those 2 or 3 seconds, everything might have just completely changed. Do you know what I mean? So you need to update your observations at that point. It's quite bright here. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's a sharp bend. Keep it nice and slow, off the gas. I don't need the gas there. And then back on the gas when I'm sort of just leveling out my car, straightening back up again. Up ahead, we've got some parked cars on the left and some oncoming vehicles in the oncoming lane. So I'm going to ease off the gas. I'm in third gear, so I'm just letting the car sort of roll by itself. I'm still in control. My foot's covering the gas pedal and the brake pedal. Now I've decided to use the gas a little, and I'm going back on the gas, and I'm going to turn left at the end of the road. Bit of a queue of traffic ahead. Check my mirrors, and I'll delay my signal a little while. Just got to want anyone thinking I'm parking up here on the left. Mirror, signal about now, and just completely back into my own lane. I'm going to go a bit further over than I normally would. So I'm getting a bit closer to the car on the left because there's parked cars on my right. And I don't want to narrow that part of the road too much so as to cause other people a headache. And that's why I'm not going further behind this Zafira ahead of me, because the van's parked obviously quite close to the middle of the lane. And if I was to position myself behind the Zafira, I'll be blocking this entire space up. All of this space from there all the way up until there. From one van to the other. And it'd be very difficult for somebody else to sort of come through that gap. So I'm using my noggin there, my brain. Clever me. Okay, so they're not moving. Now there's space enough on the left for that red car up ahead to turn left, but he's positioned himself in a very, very bad position, almost as though he wants to go to the right. So there's a little bit more space. I know there's a van there, but he could have gone a bit over to the left, as I'm going to do now. Right over to this corner, nice and close to the left, just so that if anyone turns right, they've got a big enough gap on my right to pull up next to me. So I'm keeping an eye on the right here. I know where I'm going, there's no zebra crossing or anything up there, so I know exactly what the road is like. And I'm waiting for a left signal or a gap. I see a gap coming up now after these two cars, after the black car. Quick glance over to my left again. I have updated myself from the left, and I start moving nice big turns into the middle of my lane. Straight in second gear. I start building up speed once I know nobody's trying to overtake me. It's safe, start building speed up. I'm going to ease off my gas here. I'm using my brakes slightly because they could have stopped, and I'd want to stop somewhere where I'm not blocking this road to my right, the left that we've just passed. But they've moved off and there's enough space behind in front of me. Now the car behind me obviously just followed me. You never want to follow people, yeah? To the left up here, there's 2 lanes. When you're going left, first exit, you always use the left lane, okay? This guy's pretty cool van. Pretty cool van. If I was I don't know, what would I be if I was driving that van? Let me know down in the comments. What would I be if I was driving that van? I don't know, maybe like a, what would you call it, a drummer in a band? Okay, so Swan roundabout, Swan Island. I'm going third exit right, so I know there's 3 lanes. I'm going to use the rightmost lane. Check my mirrors, give the signal, straight to the right lane. And I'm off the gas pedal currently. I'm using my brake. I'm slowing my car down and I'm having a look on that side. I'm in second gear. After the van, it seems like I can go. I put my clutch down, okay, into first now because the van did take a little while to get to here. Now if I timed it a little better, I might have been able to go in second. So I went to first there in the end because I thought I'm going a bit too slow now for second gear. Check my mirrors, signal left and bring it over to the left whilst I'm checking that mirror. Bring it over. Okay, now the lane's asking me to move over. Check my mirrors, signal to the right and bring it over to the right. So I've done 1, 2 lane changes. I'm trying to think, I'm getting a little bit confused there. I'm doing 2 lane changes there. I'm doing a 3rd lane change here, but I'm going to merge it. So I'm not waiting for a signal. There's nobody directly behind me to my left. I'm going to build some speed. I've just seen a 40 mile an hour speed sign just as I've entered into this dual carriageway. I see some more ahead of me. And I can also see that the lanes are merging again. So I'm checking my right mirror. Nobody's overtaking me. So I'll keep it to my side and I'll merge nice and slowly. Well, not slowly, 40 miles an hour, but nice and smoothly. That's what I'm looking for. Closer to 40, I'll pop it into 5th. Up ahead, I can see some traffic. So yeah, if there was a lot of traffic, red lights, so I'm going to check my mirror, start using my brake, thinking, do I stop after? Yes, I can. Because I'm only going to be blocking the exit, clutch down, rolling first. I don't want to be blocking the entry points. So I'm not going to be really blocking the exit, but I'm going to be, you know, at the end of the exit. So yeah, as I was mentioning, so if nobody is coming in that lane that you're going to merge into, you can keep it in your lane, right, and just merge. So the one who's merging, right, the merger stays in his lane, and then merges in with the mergee. I want to say mergee. I don't know if that's a word or not. Even if it's not, I'll use mergee. I think that's a nice word. Merger and mergee. What do you guys think? So the merger stays in his lane, merges with the other lane, right? Nice and smooth. Now, if there are cars coming, it'd be perfectly fine for you to check your mirrors, signal early, and switch over to the lane that you're going to merge with eventually anyway, just to save yourself the headache of merging when the cars are quite close behind you. So currently I'm doing 35 miles an hour. I'm going to ease off my gas, use my brake a little because I'm getting a bit too close to the car ahead of me. And I'm also going down a hill which is bending to the right. I can see signs up ahead of me. There's a road to my left, so pedestrian crossing up ahead. Currently the lights are green. I'm having a look. Now, with pedestrian crossing from afar, you can actually tell if they're going to turn red or not. If you look at the box, right, the box isn't facing me on this occasion, but if it's facing me and the wait sign is lit up, I'm sitting right up here. So check my mirrors, signal right, move it over to the right, and I'm going to keep my signal off. In fact, I'll turn it off just to let the guy know that I'm going to move over to the right lane again. So if I kept it on, he might think I'm leaving it on by mistake, and I'm intending to go straight. So I turned it off and I turned it back on again, just to let him know that I'm going into the right lane. Filter lights, just continue going, quick glance, yeah, nobody's crossing anymore. And then speed increasing and move in, so I'm going to ease off. I've got it in the 3rd gear, but I'm still doing 20 miles an hour and ease off. So yeah, so look at the weight box sign, okay? Weight box sign, and when the orange light, the orange weight light's flashing, or if it's lit up, you know to expect the pedestrian crossings to become red. Yeah, so that's like a little trick you can use. So 30 mile an hour road, nice and simple. Not really much going on here. Just thinking about what could possibly happen. I mean, you got a road to the right here, and you got this little road to the left. But the entry and the exit are at the ends of that road, so you don't really need to worry about it. Just maintain your position. Don't be sort of pressured into going over 30 if it's clear. I'm going right on the next one, but second exit, and I can see that the second exit is to my right. So I check my mirrors, signal to the right, use my brake, clutch down because the car needs the clutch. The car's asking me for the clutch there because I was in 4th gear. Okay, the van doesn't have a signal, so I'll just wait for a second. He's put a right signal after he's entered into the roundabout. You mango. You absolute mango. Okay, mirrors, signal to the left, and there we go. So mirrors, yep, say to pick up some speed, build up some speed, turn that signal back off if it didn't turn off itself. So further up, I believe just after the lights, we're going to be turning right. So I'm checking my mirrors quite early. I'm going to 4th gear, even though I'm quite close to my right turn. I'll go to 4th gear, no problem, because I'm confident that I can change gears. So you need to be confident that you can change gears. Check my mirrors, signal right. There's a box over here that I can use, and it's more or less a lane, a right turn lane. Okay, I'll just wait for this one white car to pass and some safe after him, or her rather, and start turning. Still a 30 mile an hour road currently. Nobody's crossing the zebra, so I'll treat it like it's not there, except it's got a bit of a hump, so let's use the gas slightly just to save the old suspension. Okay, another hump crossing. Nobody's crossing, but I will slow down. I'll use the brake on this one because it's a little bit steeper. Back on the gas again. I know for a fact it's 30 now because I can see big signs here telling me it's a 20. Further up, we're turning left. Overtaking these parked cars. There's enough space for all of us. Check my mirrors, no one's overtaking me. Turning left up ahead, check my mirrors. Signal left about now. Ease off my gas. Brake. Clutch down, 2nd gear. Off the clutch. I'm still braking by the way, and now I've come off the brake. It's really important to utilise the brake up until the point that you've come off the clutch. Right? Because that just smoothens out the whole process and you're not getting all that whiplash and all that, you know. More importantly, you're not giving me whiplash. Hint, hint, my learners, if you're watching this. So further up, we're going to get to a roundabout. Currently I'm driving on the wrong side of the road because I've got to overtake my cars. I'll bring it back over to the left here now. It's another good thing that I did because there's another car coming down. 2 cars and I can't really use that spot. So I'll stop here, hold that position. I'm not going to put a signal on because I don't want people thinking I'm going down this road to the right. It seems safe, and there's nobody behind me anyway that's going to overtake me, and there's nobody else coming. Okay, now he's reversing out, so I'll just bring it back towards my side and I'll let him do what he's doing. Okay, he's moved off. It is bright. I'm not sure how much of the video or how much of the road that you're actually seeing in the video. I'm going to turn right on a roundabout. It's a big roundabout. Check my mirrors, signal right now. Because it's so wide, I would treat it like a 2-lane roundabout, although each of the exits only have 1 lane. And because it's so big, I've got it in 3rd gear now. And I know I can control the car because I've got a brake in my car, which most people tend to forget. I've got a brake in the car. Double check that mirror, make sure it's safe. So when it's a massive roundabout, just go into 3rd gear, ease off your gas, use your brake and the gas alternatively. You know what, depending on what you need, use it. Okay, so bit of a bendy road here. Off the gas, and my foot's over the brake, right? I'm favouring the brake as I'm going downhill because I don't want to pick up too much speed here. It is a 30 mile an hour road, but I don't want to pick up too much speed just because there's hazard lines here. So running through the middle of the road, meaning there are hazards up ahead. The hazard might be just a bend, slight bend, but you want to treat it as though it could be a serious hazard up ahead, because obviously if it is, at least you're ready for it. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, crossroad, and the road narrows to my right. Join the road narrows entirely. White van. Mirrors. Over. I'm still in 3rd gear. I'm going to go back into 2nd now because I'm climbing up a hill at about 40 miles an hour there, 15 miles an hour. So I need a bit more power, a bit more, you know, a bit more oomph. Right, so more hazards. I can't see nothing. I mean, I'm not even joking. I'm turning right here. Yeah, it's safe. There you go. Is he beeping at me? Right, 20 miles an hour. Okay. I'll go back in a second. Yeah, it's fine. I was going to go to first and stop because I thought there was another car coming. So I was prepared for that. Because if there is a car coming, you better be prepared. You know? You're better off being prepared than underprepared and having to sort of slam your brake and sort of, you know. stop uncomfortably. It's 20 miles an hour here, so I'm in third gear, I'm rolling down the hill, not using no gas whatsoever now. I'm literally just rolling. I'm going to start touching the gas just as the speed starts to drop. It's gone down to 18, 17, so I'm touching the gas, just keeping my car going, just give it a bit of a push. Just keep it around 20, because remember, you don't want to go down all those like 10 miles an hour, just cruise at 10. Okay, so turning right here on Barrington Road. Rolling first, seems safe. Turn into the middle here because there's red cars that's parked right close to the junction. And up ahead we're going to be turning left. There's signal. Signal. You know what I might do? I might start doing these videos in different accents. Because I feel like right now I'm speaking a bit more Brummy. But if you watch the previous video that I did, I was speaking a bit more like a northerner. Because I've lived literally all over the place in my life. So I've been influenced from all sorts of places. So my accent's right dodgy. Sometimes it's not very comprehensible to my learners. I'll say to them, go right, I'll go left. I'll say go left, I'll go right. I'll say brake, I'll give gas. I'll say brake, I'll say gas, give brake. I'll say don't brake, I'll slam the brake. You know? So I'm putting it down to my accent. I'm not putting it down to the learners. Okay, my learners are very good. They're really, really good. Okay, so we're going to be turning left up ahead. Yeah, so like I said, I might do them in different accents. I might do one in Patois, I might do one in Scouse. Right? Check my mirrors, give a signal, ease off the gas, use my brake, use my brake, use my brake. Okay, there you go. This road's become a 30-mile-an-hour road, as I just said. Okay, that bike's not, it's taking up a lot of room, but that's just because he was driving in the middle, riding in the middle. Into fourth gear, now I'm going to cruise in fourth, I'm giving it a touch of gas, and now I'm off the gas, and now I'm back on the gas. Right, now I'm back on the gas, giving it some gas, and I'm off the gas again. That's what you got to do, you got to have that relationship with the pedals such that you're able to do these things, you're able to come on and off, you're able to, you know, decipher when you need to do that. Judge. So at the end of the road, we'll turn right. Nobody's crossing, the end, mirrors, signal. Just my brake, nothing else, just my brake. Now clutch into first gear, both ways as I'm coming to my rolling first. Don't need to stop here, I can't keep rolling. Because I've done all my observations quite early, I don't need to stop now. You know, I can just carry on moving, even if it's in first gear and even if it's really, really slow. I can keep moving, it's fine. So up ahead now, the road narrows because you've got one oncoming vehicle and you've got some parked cars. Ease off the gas, and the car did the work, and back on the gas, leave that door length for now. Up ahead, I'm not going to be able to leave a door length, so I'm going to ease off my gas, use my brakes slightly, move to the left because I've got a big gap here, and then ease off, and then back on my gas again. Leave one door length. Now I can't leave one door length, better bring it back in again. Turning left up ahead, check my mirrors, signal left. You see how I'm constantly changing what I'm doing? Even if it's for 1 second, I'll go and do it. Even if I've got to go into fourth gear for like a couple of seconds, for a moment, and then I'm normally be stopping, I'll go for it. That's not a problem. It's only when, for example, the lights are red and you're still doing the speed that you're doing, and you know, and you go to fourth and you pick up more speed, you aim for 30. Remember, the lights are red. Don't, you know. But it's in moments like this, like the roundabout's coming up, I might be able to go pick up some speed. I'll go to fourth. The car needs fourth. I'll give it fourth, even if it's for what, 20 meters. Yeah, that's not a problem. Don't be lazy with the gears. Do not be lazy with the gears. Yep, seems safe. 30 mile an hour road. A bit more speed, it seems safe. In the fourth gear. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the test centre just up ahead. I'm going to That's the final roundabout. Now this roundabout's quite interesting. A lot of people sort of stop at it and I don't know why. And I'll try and show you this side here. And there's a certain point where you can actually see the road. We're going to go left, so we're going to go straight, but it's first exit, so left signal. From here I can see the road. And I can literally go in 4th gear now, because I know it's safe. Nobody crossing up ahead, and no cars coming. And I'll carry going in 4th. Why is it that so many learners have to stop there and look? And when I say learners, I don't mean like people who have had like, you know, 10 hours worth of driving, you know, 15 hours worth of driving, because that's understandable. It's the ones who had 40, 50, 60, 70 hours worth of driving and you're still stopping around about like that where you can see, you know, so early. It's beyond me why. Check my mirrors. I'm going to signal left about here. Clutch comes down. Like this. Yes. Secure the car. There we go. So it doesn't make sense to me as to why somebody would not look early. I mean, it's probably because your process of, you know, the whole routine of getting to the roundabouts isn't down. You don't know it properly. You know, you've not had enough practice or whatever. Yeah. But if you've had like 40, 50 hours worth of driving, I mean, your process should be there. You check your mirrors, you know, early. You know what's going on around and behind you. You give your signal if it's necessary, if you need to. And as you come in, you're slowing down, you're using your brake, and at a certain, you know, point in time where you put your clutch down, you get it in 2nd gear, or you change gears, or you do what you got to do with that, with just speeding your gears, and you look to the right. As you're doing all of this, your hand and your leg is, you know, doing all this stuff, and you're looking to the right, and, you know, lo and behold, when you get to the roundabout, you realise it's safe to go, and you just don't stop. So yeah, work on these things. There's a lot that we've covered today. It's an entirely new route, right? A test route for South Yardley. A lot of stuff that I've spoken about. A lot of things that you can work on, right? Write them down, make notes, okay? Take it back to your own instructors and tell them, look, I want to work on this and I want to try this. You know, I saw somebody online doing, you know, roundabouts this way. Maybe I feel like that might be, you know, I might feel more comfortable doing it that way because it seems easier the way he's doing it. Maybe give it a go, give it 2 goes, give it 3 goes, give it 100 goes. You know, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, look somewhere else and, you know, figure out how to fix your problems, basically. That's what it is. You've got a problem ahead of you, fix it. Now, the easiest or the best drivers are the ones who have similar processes for everything. So for me, for example, whatever roundabout I'm doing it exactly the same as the other one. The approach, I'm doing everything the same. It's just the roundabout itself I'll change, you know, if it's 2 lanes, 3 lanes, I'm going right, left, whatever, right? But the process is the same. It's like, you know, those diagrams that you got yes and no, and you say yes and then you go down one side and you say no, you go down the other side. That's how it is, process of elimination, yeah? So, mirrors, okay, done. Do I need a signal? No. Next step. Speed, okay, what do? Brake, okay. Does it seem safe? It might be safe. Clutch down, 2nd gear maybe. Okay, look again, is it safe? It's still safe. Okay, now, are we close enough to release the clutch and continue moving and continue going? Yep, continue going. You know, that's essentially what driving is all about, yeah? Processes. And you'll get to a stage where you're making those processes habit, right? Once they become habitual, you're going to be doing them all the time, and you won't have any issues. Like right now, I could talk to somebody on the phone, right? Obviously not like really, but I could talk to someone on the phone, and whatever I'm doing still makes sense to me. You know what I mean? And I'm not sort of making mistakes. I could be listening to music. I could be, you know, doing anything, daydreaming. You know, have brain fog, whatever it is, but I'll still be doing the same thing because they become habit over the last, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20 years, 30 years, however long somebody's been driving, they become habits. You know what I mean? So you've just got to work on that same skill over and over again until you get better at it. And there's no other, it gets to a certain stage where there's no more help that we as instructors can give you. It's just a matter of do it over and over again. And there is an aspect to rote. There is an aspect to it where you're doing, you know, rote learning essentially. But it's after you've got it, once you've understood what you've got to do and why you've got to do it, then it's just practice over and over again until you get better. So keep practicing. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see next, where you want me to go, where you want me to drive. I've got some videos planned regarding roundabouts, junctions, and that sort of thing. I'm still trying to figure out the editing game. So once the editing game's all down and stuff, these videos are going to seem a lot more active and a lot more lively, and I'll probably be posting a lot more anyway. Yeah. Well, let me know if this was helpful. Let me know what you want to see next. Contact me if you want to be on the channel, or you want to do like mock tests or whatever, or if you just want to sit here and talk to me. You want to go out for a cup of coffee, no problem. It's on you, not on me. Okay. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.